Have you ever found yourself rooting for the bad guy? It's a curious phenomenon in storytelling where sometimes the villain's backstory tugs at our heartstrings more than the hero's triumphant journey. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, a place teeming with heroes and villains, one character is set to redefine what it means to be a sympathetic antagonist when they return to the screen in 2025. Uh, Before we dive into the heart of this tale, a quick reminder to hit that subscribe button and give a thumbs up if you're enjoying the ride. Your support is what keeps the stories flowing. Now, let's set the stage. Marvel has a knack for creating villains with layers. They're not just evil for evil's sake. They have motivations, histories, and sometimes a twisted sense of justice that makes them relatable. From Loki's quest for acceptance to Thanos' misguided attempt at universal balance, these characters have depth that resonates with audiences. But there's one villain who stands out as particularly sympathetic. Taskmaster Single has introduced in Black Widow. Taskmaster was a formidable foe, a tactical genius capable of mimicking any opponent's fighting style. Yet it was the revelation of her identity as Antonia Dreykov, a victim of her father's nefarious experiments that truly captured hearts. Her tragic past and manipulation at the hands of General Dreykov painted her not as a straightforward villain, but as a survivor caught in a web of control and abuse. As we look forward to the 2025 release of Thunderbolts, anticipation builds for how Antonia's story will unfold. The film promises to bring together a group of reformed villains, including Ghost and Becky, on a journey of redemption. But it's Antonia, with her newfound freedom from her father's influence, who has the potential to shine as the most empathetic villain in the MCU. The question on everyone's mind is whether Thunderbolts will do justice to Taskmaster's complex character. Will it leverage her potential as a hero, or will it be her swan song? The hope is that the film will explore her guilt and power, turning her into a force for good in a world that has wronged her. Marvel's history of transforming villains into heroes gives us reason to be optimistic. Characters like Loki and Bucky have shown that a dark past doesn't define one's future. Taskmaster deserves that same narrative arc to grow beyond her origins and become an integral part of the MCU's evolving landscape. So as we eagerly await Thunderbolts, let's not forget the power of a good redemption story. After all, even the most hardened villains have a tale to tell. And sometimes those stories are the ones that stick with us long after the credits roll. And now, for a bit of levity, why did Taskmaster refuse to play cards? Because she was afraid of getting a bad hand, or worse, a mirror image of her opponents. And with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your eyes peeled for the heroes and villains who make our world a little more magical